Caitlin Clark isn't just a basketball player, she's a phenomenon. She has rewritten the record books, shattered expectations, and brought a whole new level of excitement to the game. But for all the love and admiration she receives, not everyone is celebrating her success. Some people just can't handle what she's doing, and the hate is louder than ever. Born in Des Moines, Iowa, on January 22, 2002, Clark was raised in a sports-obsessed family. Her father played basketball and baseball, her brothers pushed her to compete, and she never backed down from a challenge. She wasn't just a basketball kid, she played everything. Soccer, volleyball, tennis, softball, you name it, she was in it. But basketball was different. It was the game that lit a fire in her, and it was clear from a young age that she had something special. By the time she was 5, she was already playing in boys' leagues because girls' teams weren't competitive enough. That was just the start of something legendary. High school was where she really made people take notice. At Dowling Catholic in West Des Moines, she didn't just play, she dominated. Scoring 60 points in a single game was just one of the many jaw-dropping performances that had recruiters and fans buzzing. By the time she graduated, she had over 2,500 career points, a Miss Iowa basketball title, and gold medals with Team USA. Everyone knew she was a superstar in the making. When it was time for college, she had offers from everywhere, but she chose to stay close to home at the University of Iowa. That decision changed everything. As a freshman, she led the nation in scoring, averaging 26.6 points per game. Her sophomore year, even crazier. She became the first player, men's or women's, to lead NCAA Division I in both points and assists. Every game, every shot, every play felt like a highlight reel. Then came the championships. In her junior season, she led Iowa to its first ever national championship game. Nearly 10 million people tuned in to watch, making it the most watched women's basketball game in history. And she wasn't done. The next season, she became the NCAA's all-time leading scorer, breaking a record that had stood for decades. Suddenly, Iowa games were selling out, TV ratings were skyrocketing, and women's basketball was getting more attention than ever before. When she declared for the WNBA draft in 2024, the hype was unreal. Everyone knew she was going number 1, and the Indiana Fever made it official. From the moment she stepped on the court, she was a game changer. Rookie of the Year? Check. All WNBA first team? Check. Record-breaking performances? Of course. She wasn't just putting up insane numbers. She was changing the entire league. Attendance records were shattered, arenas were packed, and the Fever became must-watch basketball. Her influence goes beyond stats. The way she plays, fearless, confident, pulling up from distances that seem impossible, has people comparing her to Stephen Curry. Some say she's redefining what it means to be a point guard. But no matter how you look at it, she's inspiring a new generation of players. Young girls everywhere are picking up basketballs, shooting from deep, and believing they can do what she does. But with all the success, there's also the hate. Some people can't handle her confidence, her style, or the way she's taking over the sport. Critics say she's overrated. They say she shoots too much. They question if she can keep up at the professional level. But the numbers don't lie. The impact doesn't lie. Whether people love her or hate her, one thing is certain. Caitlin Clark is here to stay. Off the court, she's just as impressive. She graduated with a marketing degree while keeping a high GPA, showing she's just as dedicated in the classroom as she is on the court. She's a diehard sports fan, following teams like the Chicago Cubs and Kansas City Chiefs. She even competes in golf tournaments with professionals. No matter how big her name gets, she stays grounded, focused, and true to herself. Her story is still being written. More records will fall, more championships will be chased. And the haters, they'll keep talking, but Clark will keep winning. The question isn't whether she'll be one of the greatest. It's how far she'll take the game. And if history has shown anything, it's that Caitlin Clark isn't done making headlines yet. What do you think about Caitlin Clark's impact on basketball? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the biggest names in sports.